Greetings, Lyons Elementary School District 103 community. My name is Chris Rivera, Superintendent of Schools, and I have a presentation here that I'm extremely proud to be announcing the movement of our May Reconnection program set to begin May 3rd, 2021. So my objectives for this presentation is to define the purpose of the Reconnection program, with a focus on social emotional learning and reconnecting with our students. Second objective is to go over the broad perspective of what to expect. With that, some further details will be coming from the building level that get more specific for you. I also want to go over the safety measures as well as review the difference between individuals that will be participating in person and those that will be participating remotely through asynchronous activities. The purpose of this reconnection program is to allow students to become reacclimated with the school environment and to provide an opportunity to socialize with other students and staff in a safe manner. Also to build a sense of community with students and families, to allow students to become familiar with the school expectations, and to provide the opportunity to learn how to return to school in a safe manner for us so that we can work toward expanding the amount of in-person learning for the future. What to expect? Academic remote learning will continue in the morning sessions as well as testing if not already done. Some students have already completed their IAR testing or access testing, so if you have done that already, then that would not be part of the morning. If you have not done that yet, then that could be part of the morning procedures. Afternoons will either be asynchronous remote learning or in-person activities to reconnect with our students with the focus, as I said, on social emotional learning and reconnection. Students that elected to participate in the in-person program will participate in 2 in-person afternoon sessions per week. Pre-K will have a minimum of 2 days per week, half days, but up to 4 days of in-person half days, depending on the specialized services of the students. This will be communicated specifically to each student by the director of preschool or by one of the teachers. What to expect? Continued. Students will participate in socially emotional, and or reconnecting activities meant to engage students socially. Pre-K through 8th grade students will have an asynchronous day on April 30th, 2021 to prepare for the return of students on May 3rd. And I should note that this is only for the afternoon. So asynchronous learning on the afternoon of April 30th. Monday afternoons between May 3rd and May 21st will be asynchronous days to allow for preparation for the following week. The last day of school will still be May 24th. Safety matters. The following guidelines must be considered for each location and have been considered. Excuse me. Students must be arranged 6 feet apart and be facing the same direction as much as possible. Common areas and tables must be clearly marked where to sit, stand, or line up for 6-foot spacing as much as possible. Hand sanitizing must occur whenever anyone enters the classroom. School supplies must not be shared between students or staff. Classrooms will be cleaned daily between sessions and overnight. Building administration will review student pickup and drop-off procedures. Hand washing must be encouraged throughout the day. Health screening will take place for visitors. Clearly visible signage will be reminding the community of social distancing and wearing of face coverings. High-touch areas will be cleaned at least once a day or as often as determined as necessary. Students will be encouraged to wipe their own desk with a disinfectant wipe prior to dismissal. Continuing safety matters. Note that persons may not enter the building if they have any currently known symptoms of COVID-19, such as a fever, cough, shortness of breath, or difficulty breathing, chills, fatigue, muscle and body aches, headache, sore throat, new loss of taste or smell, congestion or runny nose, nausea, vomiting, or diarrhea. 6-foot distance from others must be maintained as much as possible. Directional arrows will be placed in the hallways throughout the school buildings to assist. Face coverings must be worn at all times. The exceptions are when eating. Students will not have many eating opportunities. When outdoors and physical distancing of 6 feet can be maintained, the mask can be taken off. And for staff, when they are alone in classrooms or offices with the door closed. Frequent hand washing and hand sanitizing is the key to help prevent the spread of COVID-19. Continuing, an adaptive pause is a concept that we are putting in place in the event that the COVID-19 positivity rates increase rapidly amongst students and staff. So if at any point the positivity rate of staff and students who have elected to participate in the in-person learning program is at a rate of 8% or higher, the district will implement an adaptive pause for 2 weeks. During this time, the district will determine whether to remain open or to remain closed for the remainder of the school year. This seems like a long time to be pausing during a short program, but this will also give us practice for next year in terms of if the pandemic is still raging on and the numbers are going in the wrong direction, we will have some practice on an implementation of this process. In-person versus asynchronous participation. So in-person is referencing the individuals who will be coming for the afternoons on site. And what I want to differentiate is the activities that will be going on for those individuals, as well as the individuals staying at home, which would be the asynchronous participation. So for those in person, the focus will be on engaging in activities meant to focus on social, emotional learning and developing a sense of community. For individuals at home, the activities will have the same design as much as possible, but be done remotely and on an individual basis. Individuals participating remotely should be provided with as similar experiences to the in-person as possible. If you have any questions or concerns about the activities for asynchronous, please reach out to your building principal. For full details of the in-person experience for May 2021, please reference the Reconnection guide. This will be made available online for review at our district website. That's what to expect here in the near future. Again, more specifics will be coming from your buildings related to schedules and actual days of attendance. And once again, if this is something that you find needs to be adjusted or you cannot participate, again, please just let your building principal know so that we can remove the student from that schedule and move from there. So thank you so much for your patience in this process, and I really look forward to seeing the children back in the schools very soon. Take care.